We got the All-Star game rosters, guys. It's pretty big.
Hooray.
Pretty big. And I think this is kind of cool. Like the new All-Star jerseys, I got to say, bit of a fan.
I like them. Simple. Not doing too much. It's great. So let's talk about the Eastern Conference, and then we'll do the Western Conference. We're going to go by division here, okay? So the Metropolitan Division, head coach Rod Brindamore, Carolina Hurricanes, duh. The Hurricanes are sending Frederick Anderson and Sebastian Aho and Svechnikov. Svech has to be there.
Yeah, he does. Columbus Blue Jackets are sending Rowinski and Voracek. Devils are sending Hughes and Brett. I guess the LMI, I guess, would be the person who, you know, if there is somebody who, if somebody can't make it, then I guess there's like a roster player that's coming with.
No, the last man in is who we get to vote on, right?
Oh, that's who we're voting on.
Not it?
Shit.
Yeah.
Okay. So
there's
go.
4 guys, and I think one of the 4 get to go in. Is that not how that works?
Well, there's seems to be more than 4, but I'll announce the roster. Let me start again. Hurricanes are Anderson and Aho. Columbus Blue Jackets is Rowinski. Jack Hughes for the Devils. Adam Pelech for the Islanders. Adam Fox for the Rangers. Good day for Adams. Philadelphia Flyers, Claude Giroux. Pittsburgh Penguins, Tristan Jarry, and the Capitals, Alexander Ovechkin. Duh. So here's your last man in. Is it Svechnikov, Voracek, Jesper Bratt, Matt Barzal, Mika Zibanejad, Cam Atkinson, Jake Gensel, or Evgeny Kuznetsov?
Wow, those are all, man. This is why the All-Star game needs to be a destination, because all those players should be there.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like, I feel like the NBA All-Star game, if those players aren't in the game, they're still there.
Yeah. That's why I feel like it should be held in Vegas every year, because then the players will really want to go. You know, make it bigger and bigger.
Where's the NHL's moment where, like, Shaq is sitting there in the stands with his camcorder for some reason?
Yeah.
Recording Vince Carter. Has anyone ever seen that footage? Has that, like, the camcorder footage seen the light of day? I want to see how shitty it is.
Oh, that's a good question.
It's got to be awful. It's from 22 years ago.
That's a really good question. Wow.
I know.
Yeah, I'd like to see that.
It's every time I see it, I'm like, I want to see Shaq's footage of Vince's dunk.
I also want to know why Shaq, knowing that this is a national TV broadcast, felt the need to bring his own camcorder, as though that was going to be better.
It was a flex. It was that's an expensive item that only a rich person would own at the time. Like, he brought that as an accessory.
Oh,
it's like a watch.
Off. Yeah,
right.
It's like a watch. Yeah,
but in 2000, it's like, check out my Velcro strapped camcorder.
I'm on the NHL site right now, and I'm putting my vote in for the Metro last man in. I'm going to put Svechnikov in there.
Yeah, me too.
Hometown guy. How can you? Or they're the best team, you know?
Not hometown.
Not hometown. It's in Vegas. But yeah, I think the best team got to get the best guy. There you go.
Okay, Atlantic Division. Andrew Brunette, Florida Panthers, is the head coach. The Bruins are sending Bergeron, despite the fact that Brad Marchand is like 9th in league scoring or 11th or something. By the way, he's not even the last man in. Buffalo Sabres are sending Rasmus Dahlin because he's the only one anyone knows. Detroit Red Wings are sending Dylan Larkin. Panthers are sending Huberdeau. Canadians are sending Suzuki. Ottawa Senators sending Drake Batherson. And then Vasilevsky and Hedman for Tampa Bay, and Matthews and Jack Campbell, the Toronto Maple Leafs, which is great. Now, here's the last man in for every single team. Charlie McAvoy for the Bruins, Tage Thompson for the Sabres, Lucas Raymond for the Red Wings. I know that Jesse's going to get that vote. Alexander Barkov for the Panthers, Tyler Toffoli for the Canadians, Brady Tkachuk for the Senators, Steven Stamkos for the Lightning, and John Tavares for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Who do you vote for?
Ooh.
I always, for these events, go to the rookie. So I'd say Lucas Raymond. No disrespect to the captain.
I'm going to go to the complete other side, and I think you take the vet. You take Steven Stamkos. He has the best numbers out of all the guys. 18 goals, 27 assists, 45 points.
That's insane. For a guy that he didn't really have a great playoff last year, 5-on-5, and look at him now.
There should be a big reveal at the beginning of the All-Star weekend. And it's Steven, we gathered here.
we wanted to surprise you. We're actually going to play the Olympics over the weekend. Everyone shows up. Team Slovakia comes onto the ice, followed by Team Czechia, sorry. And they play the entire Olympics as like a birthday present for him whenever his birthday is.
I like that. Central Division in the Western Conference. Excuse me. Coach is Jared Bednar. Arizona Coyotes will bring Clayton Keller, Alex DeBrincat from the Blackhawks, Nathan McKinnon, and Cale Makar from the Avalanche, as though it would be anybody else. The Dallas Stars, Joe Pavelski, Kirill Kaprizov, and Cam Talbot. Oilers fans just punching the air right now. They're going for the Wild. UC Saros for the Predators, Jordan Kyrou for the St. Louis Blues, and Kyle Connor from the Winnipeg Jets. Now, I said for the Avalanche, of course it would be McKinnon and Makar, but it's really unfair to their last man standing, who is Nazem Kadri.
Who is fifth in league scoring?
Yeah. And here's the thing. The last man in could be Kessel, Seth Jones, Nazem Kadri, Jason Robertson, Ryan Hartman, Roman Josi, Robert Thomas, or Mark Scheifele. To me, that's got to be Nazem Kadri's spot.
As much as I want Phil Kessel to win that vote, and he might just because of trolling, it needs to be Nazem Kadri.
Yeah, it needs to be.
Yeah.
Even Josi. Like, Yossi's had an unbelievable season, too. It's been sort of overshadowed because of how good Makar's been. Man, both those guys should be there. Naz and Josi. Jeez.
How about we just don't bring the best players? We need to have a player from each team.
That's a thing that the NBA has gone away from. You no longer, like last year, the Raptors didn't have a representative at the All-Star game because none of them just made the team.
Yeah.
And I think the NHL needs to move towards that direction when you're getting a guy like Kadri who can't even make the main roster.
Well, and no offense to Tage Thompson, but as last man in, who are we fucking? Are you serious?
Right.
Come on.
Right. Kessel also shouldn't be there.
No, I'm not even sure Rasmus Dahlin should be there.
Yeah. Didn't Clayton Keller just straight up make the team? Like, not even last man in?
Yeah, he's on the team, Clayton Keller. That's not right.
Like, just bring the stars. And you know what? Oh, no, you lost out on the Arizona TV ratings for the Vegas All-Star game.
I got to say,
because I'm sure those were going to be huge. What's that?
Put some respect on Jesper Bratt. He's having an unreal year.
I wasn't saying anything about Jesper Bratt. But
why are you talking shit?
But are you going to, does it matter that much to have every team represented? Like, you can put them in the skills competition. You can do something, but come on.
I'm torn because I perfectly understand the reasoning for it, but also Nazem Kadri should be there. So,
well, he's last man in. He probably will be.
I'm willing to bet, though, guys like Naz and Marchand, who should obviously be there, were consulted and don't want to go. That's my assumption, because they should so obviously be there. Like, why isn't Marchand one of the last men in? What the I have to assume it's because they don't want to go. But also, why is Ovechkin invited then?
I think in Kadri's case, there's not a slot for him.
Well, because they're just two. They already have two Avalanche. So where is he going to go? You'd have to kick off somebody who gets a roster spot because the team needs a representative.
McKinnon. So this is the thing. You're kicking off Kadri, who has been clearly better, or, well, has more points anyway in terms of the league standing. But then you're kicking off like a legitimate top 10 forward in the NHL, probably top 5 in the NHL to do it. So there's Kadri, who's the better performer, and there's McKinnon, who's legitimately the bigger star.
Yeah, and McKinnon was fan voted in as captain as well, so he gets his slot.
So
yeah.
And Makar, that's a sin. That is a sin. Right. You can't not have him. Why not have 3 Avs?
Right. Or you look at what Pittsburgh's sending. No offense to Tristan Jarry, but Tristan Jarry over Sid and Evgenio.
Crosby's not on the team.
No.
Which that was the first thing I noted. Everyone's complaining about Naz and Josi, and I'm like, it's the face of the league.
Yeah.
It's literally the face of the league.
That's a
What
joke.
Are you doing? He must not want to go.
Well, he probably doesn't. And he was injured a good chunk of the year. Like, they are going off Tristan Jarry's play. Like, the Tristan Jarry's having a comeback year. Gensel is the last man, and he's played amazing. But again, you're like, it's an all-star game. What stars, don't we?
Well, look at it this way. You think the NHL doesn't want Crosby to be there? Like, Of course they do. Everyone involved should want him to be there unless it's him himself saying, no, I don't want to go. So that's my assumption.
I'm not even sure he would get the choice, but looks like he didn't get the vote. So Pacific Division, Pete DeBoer from the Golden Knights is the head coach. The Ducks are going to send John Gibson. No surprise there, although their last man in should go. Calgary Flames, Johnny Gaudreau. Edmonton Oilers, Connor and Leon.
What?
Los Angeles Kings, Adrian Kempe. San Jose Sharks, Timo Meier. Seattle Kraken, Jordan Eberle. Vancouver will send Thatcher Demko, and Alex Pietrangelo and Mark Stone from the Vegas Golden Knights will also go. Now, let's see who you would vote for the last man in, because there's some tough choices here. Troy Terry, Matt Tkachuk, Darnell Nurse, Drew Doughty, Logan Couture, Mark Giordano, JT Miller, or Jonathan Marchessault.
Troy Terry. Looking at the numbers, like the 22 goals alone, and just being that young and being that electric, I want to see him there.
Yeah, what is he, like 20?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So it's some shit hot 20-year-old kicking ass. Yeah, I think I'm voting for that for sure.
I think you throw a fan base that has not had a lot to cheer about a bone, especially because they're the number one fan base you should probably be catering to this season. You send Mark Giordano, the captain of the Kraken. And he's like 38. This is probably his last one, let's be honest.
Steve.
That's his last one.
That's a fart right there.
It's a big old, which is exactly why it's the sort of thing the NHL would do.
Oh, it's
tomato.
left. Yeah.
Troy Terry, by the way, is 24.
24. Oh,
yeah, I had no idea, but
man,
he deserves that spot. Yeah. Mark Giordano's not having a great year, Steve.
I know. So. Oh, I'm sorry. No, you're right. We got to move heaven and earth to bring Adrian Kempe.
You know what? I'm so glad that Seattle Kraken did such a great job. I was told in drafting. So glad.
Can I be an asshole? Why is Adrian Kempe going? He's got 23 points in 37 games. Kopitar's got 33.
Probably because Kopitar doesn't want to go.
He doesn't want to be there.
I wish there was more transparency with that because, like, Adrian Kempe? Okay. Sure.